Hello students, today I have brought another subject for you, that is CCSP. CCSP, Commercial Correspondence and Secretarial Practice. In this we are going to start SP first. SP, chapter first. Meaning and types of secretary. Meaning and types of secretary. Now, chapter subject is CCSP. CCSP is related with correspondence, letters, how we have to write business letters, official letters to different institutions. We have to learn in CC, commercial correspondence. So far as SP is concerned, it is related with, we have to learn what type of, how we have to implement the rules and regulation, how different documents are prepared, what is the importance of those documents, what are the contents of those documents. For example, one document is memorandum of association, article of association. So what are the contents of those documents and how these documents are useful for the company. Prospectus is another document. What is the role of that prospectus? What are the contents of the prospectus? How prospectus is issued in the market? Then what are the different types of rules? And here in SP, rules and regulations are also known as provisions. New word is provisions. Provisions. So before arranging money, what type of rules and regulation is to be followed by the company? They have to follow the rules of government. They need to follow the rules of different institutions like central government, then banks, then SEBI. What is SEBI? We will discuss later on. Then what is the role of different individuals who occupied the highest position, like chartered accountant, like company secretary, like board of directors. And today we are going to do the role of secretary. Who is secretary? What are their role? What are their importance? Such type of things we have to study in SP subject. So in this regard, the first chapter is meaning and types of secretary. Now we know the meaning of secretary very well, but then also we are not able to define in a proper way, or technical definition, technical meaning we do not know. But secretary plays an important role right from ancient times. For example, we have heard the name of Shri Sumant. Shri Sumant. who was the secretary or mantri, we can say in Hindi or Gujarati, mantri. Shri Sumant was the secretary of King Dashrath. King Dashrath. You have read in Ramayana also. King Dashrath. In the same way, in Mahabharata, Shri Vidur, he was the secretary of King Dhritarashtra. In the same way, during Mughal emperors, different wazirs are appointed by the Mughal emperors. For example, during the period of Akbar's ruling, Birbal, Abul Fazl, Todarmal, they were all called wazir. Wazirs were secretary. Then during Roman Empire, the person who make correspondence, means who is sending or receiving message on behalf of king, Roman king, that person is called scriba. Means scriba, scriba. Scriba is that person who receiving message or sending message to somewhere else on behalf of their Roman king. That person is called scriba. That is also secretary. And the secretary actually derived from the Latin word secretarius. Secretarius means to observe correspondence correspondence and maintain secrecy. And maintain secrecy. It means, once again, during Roman Empire, the person who conducts, who observe the work of correspondence and maintain secrecy on behalf of Roman Empire, Roman king, that person is called scriba. It means secretary. And the secretary, this word is derived from the Latin word secretarius, which means to observe correspondence and maintain secrecy. We all know that various actors are appointing secretary. What is the role of or function of secretary? Generally, what type of functions secretary is doing? The secretary is that person. Doctors are keeping secretary. Secretary means, in simple language, personal assistant. Personal assistant. These personal assistants are called secretary. So, secretary is that person who observe correspondence. Correspondence here means secretary is transmitting, sending message from his superior to some other party and receiving message from other party and sending it to his superior. Superior means his master. The secretary is that person who observe correspondence, then keeping records of various agreements and maintain secrecy. Maintain secrecy of his superior or master, of his master or association or group of individuals, company, you can write company, etc. So any person who observes correspondence, means sending or receiving messages, letters, keeping records of different types of agreement which take place between the master means the superior of secretary, between the master and a third party, whatever agreement take place, third party. He keeping the records of all types of agreements. Beside this, the main function of secretary is to maintain secrecy of all the matters of his master or superior or association in which he is appointed as secretary. Any association or company or firm or business unit where he is appointed as secretary, his function is to, his main work is to maintain secrecy of all the important matters of his company or of his master. This is the definition of secretary. Secretary is that person who observe correspondence, keeping records of various agreements and maintain secrecy of his superior, of his master or association or company or any other business unit in which he is appointed as secretary. Beside this, important points are secretary is derived from the word secretarius, which means to observe, again same, which means to observe correspondence and to maintain secrecy. That's why we have given a new name, secretary. And secretary has important role. Nowadays, secretary has important role in any business unit, either it is a small business or medium scale business or large scale business. Every superiors are not able to. Every superior here, for example, we are taking the example of company. In company, various types of activities are undertaken and all activities are not undertaken by board of directors. Means it is not possible for board of directors. Few directors. Board of directors means board means group of directors. Few directors are elected in a company which are known as board of directors. It is not possible for board of directors to take care of or to manage day-to-day activities. Day-to-day activities. It is not possible. So all activities must go in a smooth way, in a proper way. That's why BOD, Board of Directors, are appointing a person who is called secretary. So on behalf of Board of Directors, on behalf of their master, on behalf of their superior, secretary has to perform lots of function. So what type of function he has to perform? Again same. Secretary has to observe correspondence, means transmitting or receiving or sending messages from one person to another person, from one company to another company, from his company to another company, receiving message or letters from another company for his or her company. He has to keep records of different types of agreement which take place between this company and another company, and he has to maintain secrecy regarding all matters on behalf of this company. That's why Board of Directors in a company, Board of Directors are not able to manage, not able to control all the activities undertaken in the business unit. That's why in order to make the work easier, lighter, they are appointing a person, secretary, who is observing correspondence, keeping records of all agreements which take place between company and third party, and maintain secrecy about all the matters related with company. This is the function or role of secretary in any association. In the same way, in a small business, if owner is not able to manage all the activities, in that case, he is appointing person who assists him in his work. That's why it is also known as personal assistant. And that personal assistant means secretary has to keep records of all agreements, he has to maintain secrecy, and he has to do the work which is directed by the owner. This is the role of secretary or meaning of secretary. Now, what is the characteristics of secretary? Characteristics or nature or features of secretary? Characteristics of secretary. Now we know what is secretary. Secretary is that person, or in other words, secretary is also known as personal assistant. And secretary is that person who conducts correspondence on behalf of his master, on behalf of his superior. Superior means here senior officer. On behalf of master, on behalf of superior, on behalf of company in which he is appointed as secretary, on behalf of association in which he is appointed as secretary, he has to perform or conduct the work of correspondence, he has to maintain secrecy, and he has to do the work which is directed, which is instructed to that person. And he has to keep records of all important agreements which take place between the company and other company, means third party. So on this basis we can say that secretary, first point, characteristics. Only a living person, can be appointed, only a living person can be appointed as secretary. Why we are saying using the word living person? Because we know that company is also a person, but it is an artificial person. So artificial person means company cannot become a secretary of any other company. Only and only a living person. And which type of living person? Who can enter into a contract? Who can enter into a contract? contract. Now what is the meaning of who can enter into a contract? Only a living person who can enter into a contract can be appointed as secretary. The living person who can enter into a contract means whenever secretary is appointed in any company, terms and conditions are informed to secretary by their superiors, and then one contract will be signed by the company that this and this position we are giving to you, and this salary or remuneration we are providing to you. Your terms and means your termination time period, maximum time period is 20 years. And after 20 years, when you will be expelled from the organization, this and this provident fund, pension or any other facilities you will get. During all types of terms and conditions are mentioned in the contract. When secretary signed the contract, then we can say that this person has entered into the contract. But when we are saying once again, only a living person who can enter into a contract means a normal living person. Means the person who is not of unsound mind. जो इंसान मैड हो, पागल हो, वो इंसान कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में नहीं जा सकता. When we are using living person, a mad person is also a living person, but he cannot become secretary. That's why the living person who is not, the living person who is of unsound mind or insolvent. In accounts we have done the meaning of insolvent. Any person who is of unsound mind, insolvent or minor cannot, these are all living persons, but these persons cannot be appointed as secretary. So any living person who is of unsound mind is also known as lunacy, Lunacy, means when mental disabilities are there in a living person, then we can say that that person is of unsound mind, or that person is lunatic, or that person is, in simple language, common language, mad. Such persons cannot be appointed as secretary. Or insolvent, when a person or any person whose assets are less than his liabilities, means he is in the burden of debt, he is not in a position to pay the debt, then such persons are declared as insolvent by the bank. Such type of persons also cannot be appointed as secretary in any company. And minor means underage, 14 years, 15 years children or child cannot become the secretary of any company. So any living person who can enter into contract, in simple language, only a living person can be appointed as secretary. But technically, living person who can enter into a contract can be appointed as secretary. In other words, any living person of unsound mind, insolvent or minor cannot become or cannot be appointed as secretary. Second point, second characteristics. Secretary must possess qualification. Secretary must possess qualification. Means he must have knowledge, he must have qualification. Qualification means we are appointed, secretaries are of different types. Secretary of actor, actress, secretary of ministers, secretary in a company, secretary in any government department. So secretary must have knowledge and must have qualification, which qualification here means qualification which is let down by the different departments. For example, in a company, public company secretary must be qualified. Here means he must have the degree or diploma or any documents, means he must be passed company secretary exam. In order to become company secretary, he must pass the company secretary exam. In the same way, different departments for appointing secretary, they are fixing different qualification. Whatever qualification decided by the organization, secretary must have that qualification. So secretary must possess qualification. qualification here means qualification laid down by the organization, laid down by the company, laid down by the association. Third characteristics, secretary must know all the matters of his master or superior or company. Secretary must know all the matters of his master and maintain secrecy in those matters. Secretary means, another meaning of secretary means personal assistant. If personal assistant does not know all the matters related with his master, then how he is able to maintain secrecy, how he is able to protect his master from different risks or different dangers. So if secretary knows all the matters related with his master, then only he is in a position to prevent his master, he is in a position to maintain secrecy about those matters, because this is his function, this is his work. So secretary must know all the matters which are related with his master or superior. In the same way, in company, when company secretary is appointed, if he does not know about the rules and regulations, does not know about the laws which are applicable on the company, how he is able to perform his work efficiently, smoothly, without any obstacle. So company secretary or any secretary, when he or she is appointed, he must know all the matters of his master or of his superior, so that he is able to conduct his duty in a proper way. Fourth point, secretary does not have his own authority. Secretary does not have his own authority means he or she does not have any power of his own, means he cannot do any work at his own wish. He has to use power when he is delegated, means when he is assigned those authority, those power by their superior. If, so for example, in company, if board of director has delegated some power to company secretary, delegated here means transfer, delegated. So when board of directors transfer some power to company secretary, then only company secretary are in a position to use those powers, to use those authority. Authority or power are same. Authority or power. Means secretary does not have his own authority. Authorities are delegated to him. Authority are delegated to him. For example, doctors, actor, actress, they are also appointing secretary. So whatever power are delegated by those doctor, those actor or actress or minister, only then secretary can use those power or authority. But secretary does not have his own authority. Fifth one is secretary has to perform only those duties which are assigned to him, These are the different characteristics, or in other words, we can say these are the qualification or characteristics, condition for appointment of secretary. Secretary must, only a living person can be appointed as secretary. Secretary must have a specified qualification in order to become secretary. He must know all the matters of his master where he is appointed as secretary. He must know all the matters related with his master and try to maintain secrecy in those matters. Secretary does not have his own authority or power authority or power is delegated to him by his superior, and secretary has to perform only those duties, only those functions he can perform which is assigned to him by their superiors, by their masters. So these are the characteristics of secretary, common characteristics of for different types of secretary. So meaning and characteristics of secretary is completed. Next topic is types of secretary. I have already told you that doctors, any other professionals, actor, actress, ministers, businessmen, tycoons, all are keeping personal assistant who are known as a secretary. In company also, public limited company, private limited company, they are also appointing secretary. These secretaries are called by different names. Their functions are different in different organizations. So next topic is types of secretary. Types of secretary. One is private secretary, first. Second, I am writing in vertical form, it becomes easy for you. Types of secretary. First one is private secretary. Second one is ministerial secretaries. Ministerial secretary. Third one is departmental secretaries. Fourth one is company secretary. Fifth, Ministry of Fifth one is Secretary of Embassy. Secretary of Embassy. And sixth, last one is Secretary of Association. These are the different types of secretaries. Private secretary, departmental secretary, ministerial secretary, company secretary, then secretary of embassy, then secretary of association. Now, company secretary are of two types. General secretary and administrative secretary. Administrative secretary. And so far as secretary of association, so different types of associations are there in India. These are, for example, secretary of association, I am writing here different parts of secretary of association. These are student union secretary, student union secretary. These are different types of association. Student union secretary first. Second, labor union secretary. Third, trade association secretary. SEC here means secretary. So these are the different types of secretaries in case of secretary of association. Student union secretary, labor union secretary, trade association secretary. Fourth one is educational institute secretary. Fifth one is club secretary. And sixth one is cooperative society secretary. Cooperative society secretary. So these are students union, labor union, trade association, educational institute, club or clubs, cooperative societies. These are different types of association which are prevailing in India. So every types of associations are keeping or appointing secretary. These are called student union secretary, labor union secretary, trade association secretary, educational institute secretary, club secretary, and cooperative society secretary. These are the parts of it. Secretary of association. So once again, types of secretary: private secretary, ministerial secretary, departmental secretary, company secretary, and company secretary has two parts: general secretary and administrative secretary. Then secretary of embassy and secretary of association. Secretary of association again has 6 parts: student union secretary, labor union secretary, trade association secretary, educational institute secretary, club secretary, and cooperative society secretary. So what are the meaning of or functions of different types of secretary? We will try to discuss in next video lecture. Till then, goodbye and thank you.